That's right. This morning we are coming to you live from the Potomac Curling Club. We're going to get the 411 on what has become a hugely popular sport, not only internationally, but it's really picking up popularity right here in the United States. Also, Angela Roan is going to have the headlines. There's a march coming up with one of the surviving students from the Florida shooting. We're going to get all those details coming up right after this.
Today, we learn about one of the Winter Olympics' iconic events originating in 16th century Scotland. Andy is out learning how to curl.
Well, let's head out to the National Curling. You know that the National Curling Championships, they've been held in Laurel, Maryland.
Wow, right in our backyard.
Absolutely.
The Gardens Ice House is a 150-foot facility with an outdoor rink, an Olympic-sized rink, and 2 NHL regulation rinks. And that's where Andy Hauser is today. She's getting a little curling 101. Andy.
Hey, that's right. We've already been having a good time here this morning learning just the basics. So this is Stacy. She's been curling for 5 years, and you're going to break it down for us, what we need to know to get started with curling.
Sure, some basics about the equipment. This ice is not like hockey ice that you might think of. It's a little rough on the top. We call that pebble. That's going to help the rock curve. These are rocks. They're 43 pounds of Scottish granite. On the bottom, they're concave. They're not flat. So when they're running along this ice, they curl, hence the name of the sport. We also
have they curl, but you mean like they kind of go like a swoosh is what you said.
Think kind of like a Nike swoosh. They're going to go straight for a while, and then they're going to start to curve. The other equipment you would need, and if you try to start curling at a local club, they will give this to you to start with until you buy your own, is a broom. Not like your kitchen broom, really.
No.
They've become a lot more scientific over the years
What is
to help
this
with
right
sweeping.
here on that? I guess we can dig in a little
There's
bit
different
later,
materials that broom pads are made out of, and they're made to create friction on the ice.
Okay.
They're usually very light. This one's carbon fiber.
Oh, so fancy. Look at you.
The other thing is shoes. This is one of the very few sports with 2 shoes. And curling shoes have Teflon on the bottom of them, like the stuff that makes your eggs not stick to pans, and then we put that on slippery ice.
That
to
makes
make
sense.
everything way more exciting. All right, so let's get you throwing a rock.
Yeah, let's do it. So, okay, because my shoes are just regular running shoes, she's actually brought out a little Teflon foot pad for me here. So let's see. So
you're going to put your foot in the hack first?
Oh, that makes sense.
Safety first. All about safety here.
Yeah, you're good. Thank goodness you're here.
You're going to squat down. This is a stabilizer. We usually start to teach people stabilizers, but these are legal all the way up to the Olympic level. You can still use them.
Okay.
Your hips come up.
Hips come up.
Everything's going to come back together.
Okay.
And then everything's going to go forward together into that nice curling lunge.
Oh, man.
You ready?
Yes. Okay?
Yep, whenever you're ready. Go.
Okay.
And then let go.
All right.
Throw it back.
Guys, I forgot to let go of the rock. Woo! Okay.
All right, you want to try one more?
Yeah, sure. All right, let's try it. All right, let's try it one more time. So I need to let go of the rock. That's important because, I mean, the rock is how you score, right?
Yes.
Do you call it scoring? What do you call it?
You do call it scoring.
Woo!
So at the other end is a house, thing that looks kind of like a target.
Okay.
And we will, once we get one rock to the other end, we'll teach you how to score.
All right, so tell me when to release it. Maybe that would help.
So
Just be like,
remember back to high school physics.
Okay.
Your momentum's going to go in a big arc. You're going to
Uh-huh.
want to release at the top of that arc. So when you're going at your fastest.
Okay, when I'm going at my fastest.
So hips
okay,
up.
guys. Hips up.
Things come back. There
All
you
right,
go.
here we go, guys.
And forward.
All right.
Whoa! There we go.
All right, there it goes. It's flying. I'm going to get a point or 2. All right, guys, we're back right after this. Oh, here. You should take this probably.
Put it on the ice.
After the break, we talk about how
All right, let's check in back with Andy. She's learning how to curl this morning. Hey, Andy.
Hey, that's right. You know, every Olympics, the spotlight shines down on curling. So we learned how to throw this morning, throw the stone. The important thing is let go of it first. I didn't do that the first time. But Craig's here. So another really important part is sweeping.
Yes, sweeping is really important. Sweeping helps a curling stone travel farther and also travel straighter. So if you're trying to curl something, it might be wrecking on a guard or hitting a guard. So if you can sweep it a little bit, you might get around it and get just in that perfect spot.
Okay, so our job is when she throws a stone, Stacy over there, is to help it to go straight. That's her job, right?
Exactly. She wants to shoot it, and then we want to help it find targeting.
Or find the targeting.
Find
Okay.
targeting, yeah.
Okay,
So you saw a little bit of the equipment before. That this is a curling broom. We put pressure on the surface of the ice.
Okay.
Well, we use our body weight to put pressure, and we use speed, and that helps polish the surface of the ice and make the stone travel straighter and farther.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
so
sounds
she's
easy
gonna
enough, but-
throw the rock, and then we're gonna sweep it. All right. And so, by the way, if you hear the skip saying "sweep, sweep, sweep" or "hurry hard," that means sweep.
Hurry hard. I
Yeah.
did hear him say that.
If you
Okay.
say "here, whoa" or "stop," that means we should stop because it needs to curl some more.
Stacy, for fun, yell something at us, okay? Okay, great. Ready? Okay,
All right.
so now
Sweep,
sweep.
right, sweep, get in front of the rock.
Get
in front of the
out
rock.
in front of the
Get in front of the rock. There you go. There you go. We got it. We got it.
Way more difficult than it looks. Oh, holy moly.
Gotta get it there over the line.
And right here, guys, this is where,
Just barely.
woo,
make it.
that is a workout. I understand now why you can burn 300 calories an hour doing this. So, okay, so let's head back down there. You know, also one thing I want to mention, this is a very social sport.
It is. Yes.
This is how you met your future wife.
That's true. We're getting married. Stacy and I are getting married in 3 weeks.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
We met here in curling.
What type of this is for all age ranges though, really, right?
It is. We have people here that are 5 years old. We also have people here that are 85 years old. All age ranges. We have something for everyone.
That's super fun. All right, can you throw one more? Yep. All right, so while we're going to burn a few more calories here, let's toss it to the kitchen where they're probably consuming some calories if I had to guess.
I'm going to get on your other side.
Learn about one of the Winter Olympics' iconic events originating in 16th century Scotland. Andy is out learning how to curl.
Who's learning more about one of the oldest team sports. What more are you discovering about curling out there in Laurel, Andy?
What am I learning about curling? I'm learning that I like the sport even more than I thought I would. So I posted on my Facebook page, if you have questions, now's the time to ask them because we've got two instructors here with us. So Krista in DC wants to know, what are the stones made out of, and are there different weights for men and women?
They are the same rocks for all curlers over the age of about 12, regardless of gender. They are made out of granite from a specific island in Scotland.
Nice.
All the curling rocks in the world come from the same place, and the reason they use that granite is it can withstand the cold temperatures, and when they bang into each other, it's not going to crack.
All right, very good. And the last question is probably the biggest question. How do you score in curling?
Sure, it can be really confusing because you're thinking, well, red had one in there, why didn't they score? Or it's in the red, it should be worth more than out here. But the way you score, this is the pin. It's the center of the house or the target.
Okay.
Whatever team is the closest is the team that's going to score in that end, or think of it like an inning in baseball.
Okay.
So right now, yellow has one rock that's closest. The next closest rock is red, so yellow will get 1 point.
Gotcha.
If yellow played their cards right, hit that red out, yellow's the closest, so they'll get the 1. The next closest is also yellow, so they will get 2.
And it doesn't matter which one's closest to, you know, the red or the center point there.
Right.
That doesn't matter.
This is worth just as much points as this.
Oh.
So
geez.
these are
Okay.
just to kind of help you with guidelines and figure out where things are. But even if it's way on the outside and just barely touching,
Yeah.
we call that biting, that's still a scoring rock. And that rock is worth just as many points as that rock.
So with all of that said, you know, the maximum amount of scoring points a team could get if everything goes perfectly would be?
Well, there are 8 rocks thrown by each team.
Okay.
I would say that's not a perfect end if you somehow, or your
Yeah.
other team ends up scoring 8 rocks.
Right.
Somebody missed some shots in there somewhere. It does happen. We call them 8 enders. We take a picture and put them on the wall if it ever happens in our
Okay.
game at our club.
Nice. All right. All right, guys, so we're going to learn just a little bit more, obviously from, you know, Stacy. I mean, look at all this bling right here, right? She knows what she's talking about. We'll be back with a little bit more after this. Thanks for sticking around this morning.
So you can learn a sport that originated in Scotland in the 16th century. Andy's live at the Gardens Ice House next.
Welcome back to Great Day, Washington. We're at the Potomac Curling Club getting a lesson. You hear that roar? That's that 40-pound stone coming down this big sheet of ice. Okay, now you got 3 words to yell. What is it? Hard, sweep, Harder! Harder! Yeah, good job, guys. Looking good. See, that's my favorite part of curling is the yelling part. But you guys have been great this morning. Thank you so much. If people want more information, where can they go to get that?
Our website is curldc.org, and everything on there is going to be the most up-to-date place to get any information on how to try the sport.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Back to you girls in the studio.